Give thanks. Thanks for tuning in and joining me for this piece on Cozbi the Midianite. I'm reading the Israelite Samaritan version of the Torah, First English Translation, edited and translated by Benjamin Tesserika and co-edited by Sharon Sullivan. In Numbers 25, verse 10, it reads, "And Shema spoke to Moshe, saying, Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, has turned away my wrath from the sons of Israel, in that he was devoted to my devotion among them. And I did not destroy the sons of Israel in my devotion. Therefore say, Behold, I give him my covenant of peace. And it shall be for him and his seed after him a covenant of a perpetual priesthood, because he was devoted to his Elohim and made atonement for the sons of Israel. And the name of the slain man of Israel who was slain with the Midianite woman was Zamri, the son of Silo, a leader of a father's household of the Shemonui. And the name of the Midianite woman who was slain was Kezbet, the daughter of Sut, head of the nation of a father's household in Midian. Give thanks. Give thanks. Last week we left off on Zipporah, wife of Moses, who was Cushite, Nubian, as well as Midianite, who was Nubian as well as Midianites who are synonymous with Ishmaelites, sometimes Shashu Israelites as well, of the Transjordan and Arabia. Zipporah was a Cushite Midianite, meaning she was essentially an Ethiopian Arab. Now, this week we are going to explore the time right after the Exodus and before the full conquest of Canaan, when the Israelites invaded the Holy Land. The Israelites, again, being the children of Yaakov, discussed in the Holy Bible. The Israelites were told, according to the Bible in Deuteronomy 20, to exterminate all the people, livestock, leaving none that breatheth in the Holy Land. This is on their conquest of Canaan, the Holy Land, after leaving Egypt, which is called Mizraim in the Bible, during the Exodus. They, however, did not exterminate all of the people of the Holy Land. It ended up completely integrating into Canaan. Some tribes more than others. Canaanites ended up living with the Israelite tribe of Benjamin in Jerusalem, which was inhabited by Jebusites. The Israelite tribes of Ephraim and Asher also lived among the Canaanites. The Israelite tribe of Dan enslaved the Canaanite Amorites, and Canaanites were also enslaved by the tribes of Manasseh, Zebulun, and Naphtali of Israel. You can see more about that and the details in Judges 1:27 through 36. So this week we're going to explore one such tribe before the conquest, the Simeonites. Simeon was a son of Israel, again being Jacob, and he worked with his brother Judah in defeating the Canaanites. However, they could not remove the inhabitants of the plain of Zephath Hormah, near Beersheba, Canaan, the Holy Land. And Kenites, Midianites, who were also Cushites, meaning Ethiopian Nubians, lived in the Negeb near Arad. Zimri from the Israelite tribe of Simeon, like Moses, married a Midianite, or some say consorted with her. Either way, as a result, the entire race of Midian was either killed if they were male, or completely submerged in Israel if they were female virgins. The Midianites, again, at this time, were Sashu, related to the Nubians. We find after marrying into the Midianite tribe, Moses commands the slaughter of all males and non-virgin females from the race of Midian. All females from the race of Midian. In Numbers 31:17, Moses tells the sons of Israel, and I'm reading again from the Israelite Saracen version of the Torah in verse 17, "And now kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman who has known man by lying with him, and all the girls who have not known man by lying with him, spare for yourselves." End quote. The Midianites were again descendants of Abraham, the patriarch of the Israelites, through his wife Keturah. According to the Quran in Surah 7, the Midian were one of several peoples warned by the prophets to repent lest judgment fall on them. The first of these people were the Ad, Cushites of Arabia, then their descendants, the Tamud, who were ministered to by Salah. Lot, the nephew of Abraham, prophesied to Sodom and Gomorrah, and then the Midianites received the prophecies of Shu'ab, who is Jethro, father-in-law of Moses. The Midianites who heeded Shu'ab's warning were saved from a mighty earthquake that destroyed the other Midianites, according to the Quran. The Midianites are often conflated with Ishmaelites. Those are the descendants of Abraham's first child with Hagar, the Egyptian. This may be because Ishmael married into the tribe of Beni Jurham from Yemen, who were Shebeans, meaning from Sheba, which was also inhabited by the descendants of Keturah. In fact, the Keturaites are often treated as Shebeans as well as Ishmaelites, which would make sense since when we consider Sheba, which would make sense given that Sheba is related to Mizraim, Egypt, as are the Ishmaelites through Hagar. This week, in addition to Simeon and the Simeonites, we're going to examine a descendant daughter of Keturah called Cozbi. Now, Cozbi was not, in fact, the daughter of Keturah, but rather the daughter of a prominent Midianite called Zur. Zimri, a descendant of Simeon, one of the sons of Israel, brought Cozbi before the Israelites at the time of a great tragedy that befell the Israelites called the Baal Peor incident. Incidentally, the Moabites, descendants of Lot, Abraham's nephew, brought this horrible plague to the Israelites via their women, being the Moabite women. And we can only guess what that plague was, could be any number of diseases. They played the harlots with the daughters of Moab by joining themselves to Baal Peor, sometimes Peor in the Samaritan Bible. Baal Peor was god of the Moabites, of Moab, as well as the Midianites of Midian. Any Israelite that joined themselves to Baal Peor was to be put to death in Numbers 25:4. Accordingly, Phinehas, and Phinehas typically meaning Nubian, but here Phinehas, the Levite priest related to Moses, found Cozbi with Zimri and stabbed them both with one sword over her stomach. Needless to say, they both died, and Phinehas was rewarded greatly for this act of bravery and loyalty, although some question why he killed a Midianite woman, Cozbi, when it was the Moabite women who appeared to be bringing the plague. Maybe the Moabites were Midianites, similar to Ishmaelites being Midianites. Moabites and Midianites were definitely in alliance in Numbers 22:4 around the time of Baal Peor. And just to clarify again, Moabites descendants of Lot, who's related to Abraham, and the Midianites are descendants of Keturah and Abraham. Whether justified or not, after the murder of Cozbi and Zimri, the plague ceased and a huge war ensued between the Midianites and Israel. As a result, every Midianite male was slaughtered, as well as all non-virgin women. The rest were incorporated into Israel. Numbers 31, 8 through 9. 31, 8 through 9 reads, "And they killed the kings of Midian, along with the rest of their slain, Ui, and Rakem, and Sur, and Ur, and Rahabah, the 5 kings of Midian, and they killed Balaam the son of Beor with the sword. And the sons of Israel captured the women of Midian and their little ones, and all their cattle, and all their flocks, and all their goods they plundered." However, although this says that, all the Midianites, it seems, were taken out except for the young virgin girls, some Midianites, maybe them only, survived. Only those survived. Enough to fight a war with and be defeated by Gideon, also called Jerubbaal, meaning let Baal plead against him for throwing down the altars of Baal and Asherah, the mother creatrix. You can see Judges 6:32 for reference on that. Gideon was judge of Israel after the female judge Deborah, and after this defeat, the Midianites are said to have moved to western Palestine. Midianites are also related to the Kenites, who also end up completely blended into Israel, the tribe of Judah, inhabiting the Negeb near Arad. Later, after David, Zimri shows up as one of the kings of the northern kingdom after Zerah the Cushite is expelled from the south. Whether he was a descendant of the union of Cozbi and Zimri, the Simeonite, is not clear. The Simeonites are connected to the Ethiopians, Cushites. By the time of David, the tribe of Sheba, who are Semitic Ethiopians, was blended into the tribe of Simeon, as Simeon's allotted territory included Beersheba, Sheba. Both Sheba and Simeon merged into the kingdom of Judah of the south. And at the time of the Babylonian conquest of Judah, the tribe of Simeon and Judah were brought by Sennacherib, king of Babylon, to Ethiopia behind the dark mountains, according to an apocryphal midrash. As the whole race of Midianite women went on to breed, live, and build the Israelite nation, I would like to honor them today with this short podcast. And Cozbi, being the first of these women sacrificed, I recognize her today as the third of the 7 Black Matriarchs of Israel. Give thanks. Thanks for watching. Check out our Patreon page for patron privileges, and you can also join the tribe by using the link below and support our petition for Indigenous rights under the UN Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous People, outlining the minimum standards for the survival, dignity, and well-being of the indigenous peoples of the world. Peace. Are you tired of working that 9 to 5? Gotta scrimp and save just to survive? Come get the tools you deserve to thrive when you decide to take the dive into the pursuit of your own bliss. Come learn how to start a business. For the book or the course, you just need to go to the website linked below. All brought to you care of Online Pro.